Okay, so we're going to place next the entrance urban variable radius. This cell differs from the other entrance or other drive civil cells in the fact that the cell doesn't ask for the user to designate where you want the center line of the drive to be. In this particular case, we're actually tying the civil cell, which is the black elements you see here, to these reference elements, which are the red elements you see here. And what we're actually doing, what's different, is we're actually tying these radiuses or radii to the existing edge of pavement. You know, you may do this. I see this a lot in it's a widening project, and you really want to just tie to an existing island on a private property, or a business. You know, an island there. That's generally where you see this scenario here. So, how does this work? I'm going to say okay. Now before, there's a little pre-work you need to do. So we saw that our references were the through road edge of pavement and then the existing edge of pavement. So it's really the pre-work you got to do. You got to determine where you actually want your drive edge of pavement to tie to that existing edge of pavement. So best way to do this, just come in and place like a simple arc, and then choose that, and I'm going to choose this. I'm going to go set my symbology to 1 here. Do this again. So select the through road edge of pavement, and I'm going to select where I want to tie to. So I'm going to say it's right there on that side, and then I'm going to come over and do this side here. So I'll say about right there. Okay, so I'm going to leave these there. In the end, I'll come back and delete them. I'm really just leaving them there for a location that I can actually data point, because it actually, the civil cell when placed asks you to data point for this, where you want this radius to go through. Alright, so let's go back and choose to place civil cell command. Alright, and then left existing edge of pavement, which I want to tie to this, not that, but this here. Right existing edge of pavement there. Through road EOP, that's going to be here. And then this is the data points I was just talking about. Left curve through point, just approximate. So I'm going to actually turn off AccuSnap there. And then I'm going to data point about right there. And then it wants a right curve through point. So I'll come over and data point there. Alright, so this side actually looks okay. This side here, I'm not seeing that edge of pavement. So the direction of arrow there needs to be away, so that I can see that now. I can't remember on the direction of arrow here. It looks to be right to left. Alright, so geometry looks good, so I'll reset. And I could actually use the corridor. You know, I could go in and select this corridor to clip. But I'm actually I want to turn off everything through this drive, because I don't want, this is all pavement back here, and I've got this template run through, so that shows, this grass shoulder and grass foreslope. So I'm going to just skip this, and I'm going to use a template display rule to cut off this through there. Alright, so I'll reset and accept this cell. Alright, so you really can't see much of this in 3D because I didn't clip. Like I said, what I'm going to do is come back and go to corridor objects, choose that corridor there. I'm going to go to parametric constraints, and I'm going to add a constraint. I'm going from this way to that way. So this is going to be think it's selected right there, but intersection, basically just saying I've got intersection right. And like I said, this is a template display row, but I'm going to come in and turn back on AccuSnap, snap to right there, and then snap to right there. So I'll hit close here, and you can see, just do like a top view, but you can see that driveway that's placed there, that gap there. You just need to add a secondary or a key station right here. We're going to kind of rotate the view and just kind of zoom in and kind of look at this. So, there's some things you could, as far as horizontal edits, we'll kind of go over those next. Okay, so as far as horizontal edits, I'm going to go ahead and cut construction class elements off. And there's quite honestly not a lot you can change with this cell. You obviously can choose this edge of pavement, and you can change the radius value, and we also tag about a foot offset partial there along the existing edge there. So you got the ability, once you're tied in, if you want to reconstruct a little bit more of that, you can do that. We'll just come in and change this radius value to like 5.5. As with any cell, just kind of watch 2D, 3D, and make sure your edits aren't causing some issues with the cells. Because in a cell like this, the way we're tying and stuff, so if much change in this radius value is going to cause, there's just anything much over 5.5 feet, you're not going to fit in there with that radius. If you try a 10-foot radius, that edge of pavement's not going to solve between that edge of pavement and that edge of pavement. So you just kind of got to watch those edits there. Looking at this other side. I'm going to change this to like 4.75. Okay, so that held up okay, but it just pushed my key station a little bit further back. So as far as edits, as horizontal edits, that's pretty much it. As far as vertical, we're just opened up this edge of pavement, and it looks like we're just doing the commands actually right here, the quick profile transition with those arcs. Plus we've got a little bit of right there tagged into that. That's probably a slope projection right there, that last little piece. If we looked at this in element properties there, you can see the two elements, and there's your slope projection for that foot section, and then this is just a quick profile transition right here is what this is. Yeah, so there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Other than, if you wanted to add a break line there, you could, if you wanted to add a center line, you wanted to add maybe a gutter line to carry that water through that intersection, you could do that and add to that underlying terrain there. We didn't do much with the templates, so we just placed curb there because that could be raised. It could be, it could be a ditch back here as well. So Just kind of left those open, model those after the fact there. Alright, so that's kind of a quick overview of this variable radius driveway cell.